Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Kentavious Street there on the stop.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. They'll run on first down. It's Lamb, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Mo. They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
2nd and 4. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. On first down, Floyd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I
there?
didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Now for the point after. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. He's picked off at his own 47. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
2nd and 5. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. It's Floyd, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Five yards remain on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Floyd, and he'll get it. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now back to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Snyder. And he's brought down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing him. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does, to the tune of a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 39. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. To this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.